Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I know quite very many people who are kind of raising chickens, but you guys are struggling with feeding your chickens. You may realize guys that it's actually very expensive to be able to feed chickens commercial feed. So that makes it actually very important for you to be able to become creative to ensure that you are able to supplement on your cost of feed. And now one of the ways that is going to be easy for you to be able to supplement on your cost of feed, especially if you're into chickens, because guys, chickens can really eat a lot of food. So you're going to be needing to look into grasses that you can actually be able to cut and feed to your birds fresh. Of course, if you're into free range, your birds will be able to scavenge out there and be able to get these kind of grasses, and basically you will be able to save on feed. But if you don't allow your chickens to actually venture out and be able to get these weeds for themselves, then you should consider actually going out and cutting them for your birds. Now what you're looking at my birds enjoying is yam leaves. My friends in Nigeria, you will call this cocoa yam leaves, but basically this is a yam leaf, and they are big and easy to be able to grow. You just grow these in your backyard and you will be able to harvest these weeds a lot of times. Now if you can't be able to find these yam leaves, you can look for blackjack, you can look for alfalfa grass, because that also has a good high protein content. And guys, one of the reasons that we give this to our birds, this will not only be able to work as a feed supplement, but these grasses also are rich in green matter, which your birds need to lay yellow yolk eggs. And guys, you know that everyone actually wants to eat a yellow yolk egg. So basically, that's how you can be able to get yellow yolk eggs. These yam leaves also contain calcium. The calcium is going to improve on the shells of your eggs. If you want to get hard shell eggs, you should be able to feed your birds yam leaves. But also this green matter, guys, is going to ensure that your birds are laying consistently. We have people that have actually a lot of chickens and just collect a handful of eggs. It's because probably you're not giving enough feeds, because the commercial feed is very expensive. The other alternative is that if you have a little of the commercial feed, then you could go ahead and supplement with these grasses, and in this case we are using the yam leaf. This you can give to your birds on a daily. It doesn't need wilting. You just cut it fresh and be able to serve it directly to your birds, and they will be able to enjoy it. Now I have quite a good number of livestock that I do give this yam leaf. Here we are in the chicken. I'm going to show you a little bit when it comes to my turkeys. I'll also show you when it comes to my ducks. All these livestock I am able to feed them on these yam leaves, and that is also going to cut my cost of feed. Now the yam leaf also, guys, has a bunch of other nutrition, like the protein. Of course, you know that if you're into livestock farming, you know that the most expensive ingredient in your poultry feed is going to be the protein, and these protein concentrates cost a lot of money. So if you're going to be supplementing your protein with some of these leaves that are high in protein, and guys, one of those other leaves is alfalfa. If you can find alfalfa, you will thank me later, because that basically is the king of protein when it comes to grasses. So guys, as you can see, also my turkeys actually love to eat the yam leaves, and basically this has run our cost of feed basically to the bare minimums. The birds are going to be enjoying this, and of course you know that they don't get it on a daily, so when you do provide it, they will be eager to eat it. You can see how this turkey is actually smashing the yam leaf. I really recommend that, guys, you don't miss on using some of these. So guys, these are some of my ducklings. I have one of my ducks. It's out there around the cage. Actually, guys, this duck hatched 14 ducklings, and the survival rate, guys, for ducks has actually amazed me. I really didn't expect the ducks to survive to have this high survival rate. So on the homestead, actually, ducks now have kind of become our most favorite bird that we keep here on the homestead. And guys, also the growth rate is actually very amazing. As you can see, these guys are basically weeks old. These are like about 2.5 to 3 weeks old, and you can see the size. And we're not doing any heavy feeding here. We're just feeding corn and a few other supplements, but really it's not like an intensive feeding. But the ducks are really doing so well. So guys, the other thing that you realize that we keep here on the farm are the turkeys. Now these turkeys are approaching 3 months old, and previously this was the age when we used to sell out most of the turkeys. Once they go to this age, we could actually go ahead and sell them off. But these ones, we are maintaining them to be our future layers. That's why we have them still here on the farm. But actually, even these will be able to eat the yam leaves very well. Now, if you're going to be raising young turkeys, it's important that you put them on a meshed floor like you see here. You realize that these turkeys are actually looking very clean and look very healthy. All the feeds that drop down that would rather be mixed with droppings, they just simply go through and go on the floor. The same thing happens to the droppings. Like you can see, the cage looks clean, of course, because we haven't even done any cleaning to this cage, but you realize how clean the cage is looking. This is going to ensure that your turkeys actually stay clean and they live in a healthy environment. That way they will not be able to die. Because many people say that their turkeys die when they are actually about 1 month or to 2 months old. These are almost beyond that stage, and we will raise them here without any issues. The newest to the league are these young turkeys. These ones are just 2 weeks old, and also these ones we intend to have them pair up with the other old ones that we have just showed you, so that they can replace our breeders. We have a few chicks in here, guys, that are actually staying with these turkeys. And of course, and guys, these chickens kind of teach the turkeys how to eat the feed. So that's how we want to keep them. That way, we'll also ensure that these ones are actually growing out very well.